Okay, this is Mega 817, and I am here to bring you this week's Bleach chapter review slash discussion. This is going to be more of a discussion than an actual review. This is a few things I want to talk about with this chapter. First and foremost, I think this is probably the best chapter since the beginning of the second invasion, because the last couple of chapters, we've just been getting fights, just fight after fight after fight. And personally, I didn't think the fights were all that, done well. But that's just me. I thought the fights were okay. I didn't think they were amazing. I didn't really think they were that good, to be honest. But anywho, in this chapter, we actually got a backstory on Juhabak. Well, a bit of a backstory anyway. I'm pretty sure it's not the whole backstory, because there's still a lot more about him that we have to learn. But we did find out, how he was as a child, and how the Von Direct came to be. Pretty much, what he would do when he was a child is that he would give whatever ability he had to a person, and that's pretty much how it went. And with those abilities, he will engrave a letter onto that person, and that's pretty much how the Von Reich, came to be and got their abilities for the most part. However, there was a side effect that you can die from this, which did happen most of the time, that people did wind up dying in a short amount of time. They wind up getting these abilities or getting healed or whatever, because he was able, to heal people. And I believe this is how the Quincy race began, for the most part. And whoever drinks his blood is permanently bound to him. However, we also find out that all the Soul Reapers who had their Bankai stolen is also now bound to him for the most part, because he can absorb people, which I'm assuming what the letter A for him is, absorb, which would make sense. This is something I always thought his was. Interesting enough, a lot of people thought A stood for something else. I forgot what people said it was standing for. It was something, I forgot exactly, but yeah, it hasn't been confirmed yet that it stands for absorb, but I think this is indirectly confirming it. Oh yeah, I remember now. A lot of people thought A stood for absolute. I could kind of see that. I can, but really absolute, I suppose so. But really it's for absorb, and I'm going to assume that Uryu's A letter is probably going to be for that too, since he's supposed to be his successor. So this goes into the discussion part of this video now, and I guess which would be, what is the fate of all the Quincy's? This includes Uryu, as well as Ryukin, and all of the Soul Reapers who had their Bankai stolen. What will be the fate of them? Because in the beginning of the chapter, we also see that Juhabak mentioned James. He would say, "Did James die?" And then he said, "Come back to me." And there's also a discussion about that too, whether, James, the little guy, was the real Masculine, or whether James actually Masculine's real name. I'm assuming it's the latter, not the former, because Masculine did say that James is a part of him. So James probably is his real name, and Masculine could be like an alter ego that he's going by, and James could be like the manifestation of an alter ego. Or it could be the other way around too. Who knows? That'd be interesting. That James was the real S, and that the Masculine character was his alter ego. That'd be interesting. So he got absorbed back into Juhabak, which I'm assuming would happen to all the other Von der Reich. And this also goes into why Kandu and BG9 were most likely executed. I'm assuming they've been executed. And this also goes to the whole balance, Hashwell's balancing ability, and why he has to do that, because, and this also goes into the reason why Juha Bach is also doing this war, because essentially everyone's fighting, it makes him stronger, because the more people die, the more he can absorb. And this also goes to the reason why the Von der Reich stole the Soul Reaper's Bankai, because they stole an essence of the Soul Reaper's Zanbakuto spirits, which means they stole an essence of them. And because of that, now they're somewhat bound to Juha Bach, which means if the Soul Reapers that got their Bankais stolen, were killed, then that means they will most likely be absorbed by Juha Bach, as well as the Von der Reich members and the Quincy's that have already died. But this also raises questions now. What would happen to Ichigo, and what happened to Masaki and Uryu's mother? But what's going to happen to Uryu? I'm surprised no one has brought up Ryukin in any of this. Like, out of all like the videos I've seen and the comment sections, I've yet to see anyone bring up, well, what's going to happen to Ryukin if he gets killed in this whole ordeal. Because he is a Quincy. I'm still wondering what side Ryukin's going to play in this period. Because we haven't seen him in this arc yet. And he's like one of those characters that has been like really low profile. And I'm still wondering what he wants Uryu to do. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people forgot about this, but back in the Aranka arc, when Uryu was training with his father to get his powers back, I remember Ryukin saying that there was something he wanted Uryu to carry out. I wonder what that is exactly. I'm assuming it was to avenge his mother, Uryu's mother, which did get addressed in this chapter too, that because Hashwell pretty much, I think Hashwell and Juha Bach already know why he joined Von der Reich, which was pretty much to avenge his mother. But because of the whole situation of him drinking Juha Bach's blood, now things have gotten more complicated. So that's that. There's also the rumor about that Juha Bach might try to take over Uryu's body, which is now making me wonder what's going to happen to him and Ichigo. Will they have to die in this arc? Because the way things are looking, fighting is not going to save anyone this time. Just fighting and destroying your opponents like they usually do. If anything, this is actually going to create more problems, because by doing this, Juha Bach will continuously get stronger, and he has to do this in order to maintain his form. So that's why he started this war, so it's going to be like a never-ending cycle. And the only people who know about this is Uryu now, Hashwell, and Juha Bach himself. I'm not sure if the Von der Reichs themselves know about this. I wonder. I guess this also raises the question, what will become of Bambietta? And what Gazelle did there. But was it Gazelle or Gigi? I forgot which one. Whatever the letter Z girl was, I forgot. Yeah, it was Gazelle, I think. I think that's what her name was. I wonder what will become of Bambietta. Because a lot of people are assuming that Z is going to be for Zombie. Which, personally I'm hoping it'll be for Zodiac. Because I know that would be ridiculously OP if that actually happens, but hey, that would be cool. It really would. But yeah, that's that whole situation. So I'm really wondering what's going to happen to certain people. And of course, we still have the 5 war potentials, and I still want to know what role they're going to be playing. And now I'm also wondering, I wonder if this is the reason why Aizen rejected Juha Bach's offer. Now, will Aizen help Juha Bach? Well, who knows? I'm pretty sure Juha Bach will try to find a way to persuade Aizen to join him. Or at least to help him out to the point where he needs him to help him out. Because I'm assuming that the 5 war potentials are going to be there to fight the core guard squad, since there are 5 of them, and only 3 of them have been revealed, which is Ichigo, Aizen, and Kenpachi Zaraki. Now, the other 2 is a mystery. Now, this also raises the question too, what about Ichigo's sisters? Will they be playing a role in this arc? For once. Because they're part Quincy too. I'm pretty sure Drew about knows about them and has his eyes on them. Or at least he knows about them. And since Drew about knows about Orihime, I wonder what he's going to do with her. There's a lot of questions I have. One of the other questions I do have is, what about the people who have holification, like Ichigo? His holification is poison. How would he actually go afford absorbing someone with holification? Because the other thing too is that the people who got their Bankai stolen, they did have like a small dose and I think temporary holification. But if it's temporary, it'll just eventually wear off, and then he'll probably be free to absorb them if he wants to. Of course, first that will also mean them dying, which is also the possibility that Byakuya, Toshiro, Soiful, and Koromura might all die. And since Koromura is actually on his way to Juhabak, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the first one out of the 4 of them that's going to be killed off, if any of them are going to get killed off. Because there's no way he's going to be able to fight Juhabak in the condition he's in now. The freaking dog. I mean, a regular dog, not no wolfman person. He's a dog now. Just a straight up regular dog or wolf, whatever you want to call him. That's exactly what he is now. And all he has is his vice captain, Tensa Zaimon, to carry him and defend him. I'm pretty sure they're both going to die if they do confront Juhabak. There's no way they're going to be able to fight him. Tensa Zaimon is not that strong, and as I said, Koromura, he can't really do anything in his state, so I'm just saying. I wonder if Tensa Zaimon has a Bankai. I doubt it, but hey, could happen. Alright, let's see, is there anything else I need to mention in this video? No, I think that's about it. I think that's all like the major things that needs to be addressed. I am looking forward to what's going to happen in the next couple of chapters. I wonder, I'm still wondering who Ichigo and Ruki are going to fight next. And most of all, I'm wondering what's going to be the fate of certain people right now. Because the way things are looking is not looking too hot for the Soul Society. Or anyone for that matter. Juhabak right now is proven to be like the best villain in Bleach. Like, I think he has at this point surpassed Aizen. Because he's doing a lot more than Aizen ever did in his, storyline. Although Aizen is still present. Who knows, Aizen might, gain control because he was manipulating Juhabak's sense of time, which might be hinted around to his Bankai. So hopefully we'll see that soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my review / discussion of the Bleach chapter 650. What is it? 656 or 655? Oh crap! I actually forgot what the number it was. You know what it is. Anyway, this is DJ Mega 817 signing out, and have a good day.